All right, hi everyone. This is Professor Oaks, and in this video, I am going to do this integral of, let's see, x over the square root of 6 minus x squared dx without, all right, here we go. Here's the kicker here, without completing the square. All right, so this might seem like it is impossible, but it is not. So let's first look at this. Let's see, I'm going to try to spotlight it right here. I don't know if I can put like a arrow here, but oh boy, where is that arrow stamp? All right, I'm going to put an arrow right here because that is the x that I'm going to rewrite. All right, so I'm going to take that x in the numerator and rewrite it as x, all right, plus a half minus a half. So that is still equal to x. And let me erase that a little bit because that doesn't really look like an equal sign, but I don't know why it's doing this to me, but we'll figure it out, right? All right, so that will be equal to x. And now what I am going to do is I'm going to take the x, right, plus a half and factor out a half. So that will be a half times 2x plus 1 minus a half. And you can check to make sure that that is still equal to x. I really don't know why the equal signs are looking like that, but hopefully you can get that correct here. So now, let's see, that again is still equal to x, and you can check that out. Now, I'm going to take the integral here and then write it as, well, a half times 2x plus 1 minus a half over the square root of 6 minus x squared dx. And then I'm going to split this up into two integrals. So the integral of a half times 2x plus 1 over the square root of 6 minus x squared, all right, dx, minus the integral of a half over the square root of 6 minus x squared dx. Now I'll bring the half here in front of the integral, so a half, and the integral of 2x plus 1 over the square root of 6 minus x squared dx, and I'll let u be, all right, the 6 minus x squared, and then that means that du will be, all right, negative x minus 2x dx. Now divide by negative 1, so negative du is, negative 1 minus 2x. I don't actually know where I got the x from. And then I'll divide by negative 1, so it's 1 plus 2x dx, or you could just say it is, right, 2x plus 1 dx. And then you see that is what I have right here, 2x plus 1 dx. All right, now for this integral right here, I will of course bring the 1 out in front, so minus a half, integral of 1 over the square root of 6 minus x squared dx. And then I'll let w be, right, 2x plus 1 over 5. So then dw will be 2/5 dx, or 5/2 dw is equal to dx. Now, the one thing that you will need to note here is that w is equal to 2x plus 1 over 5, that 5w is 2x plus 1, then 5w minus 1 will be 2x, and then you will divide by 2. So 5w minus 1 over 2 is equal to x. All right, so let's make the u substitution, the w substitution. So for the first one, 1/2 integral of, all right, that would be 1 over the square root of u times negative du. So you can bring the negative out in front. So negative 1/2 square integral of the 1 over the square root of u. So that would be u to the negative 1/2 power du, which is negative 1/2. If I integrate, I have, let's see, that will be the u to the 1/2 over a half, which will give me, well, negative u to the 1/2 or negative square root of u. But since u was 6 minus x squared, I have negative square root of 6 minus x squared. Now, for the second integral that had the w substitution, I have minus 1/2, all right, integral of 1 over. Now, remember, we had the square root here. So here, I'm moving my own video out of the way here. So 6 minus, all right, it was x, but x was 5 minus w minus, or 5w minus 1 over 2, and then minus x squared, so 5w minus 1 over 2 squared. And then we had that dw was 2/5 dx, so 5/2 dw is dx, so times 5/2 dw. So then I'll bring this constant out in front. So I have minus 5/4 integral of, excuse me, 1 over the square root of. So this can be done in several ways, but I'll just write it as 6 minus 5w minus 1 over 2, and then minus, all right, 5w minus 1 over 2 times 5w minus 1 over 2, whoops, let's see, dw. And then we have minus 5/4 integral of 1 over the square root of 6 minus 5w minus 1 over 2 minus 25w squared minus 10w plus 1 all over 4. All right, and then we have dw, and then that's minus 5/4. And then let me move my video out of the way here again. So minus 5 over 4 integral of, all right, so let's see, 1 over, now let's just make this all a common denominator of 4 under the square root. So here we go. So 6 will be equal to 24 over 4. So we have 24 minus, all right, now we need to multiply by 2 over 2, and then remember to distribute here. So minus the 10w plus a 2. All right, so remember we have minus here, and then we're distributing a 2. It might actually have been easier to put that first 2 out in front like this if it would help to do that. All right, so it's up to you, but just unbelievable. I thought that I had put the eraser up here, but apparently not. So well, I think that you get the you get the point either way. So let me, unbelievable. All right, there we go. So so 2 times 2. Now then we have a minus, and don't forget to distribute this negative here. So we have minus 25w squared plus 10w, and then minus 1 dw. All right, so there we go. Now it's minus 5 over 4 square root of 1 over. Now if we combine under the square root, we have square root of, what should that be? A 25, all right, minus 25w squared all over 4 dw. And then from here, right, we have minus 5 over 4, integral of, all right, 1 over, and then let's factor out the square root of 25 over 4, then square root of 1 minus w squared dw, and then I'm running out of space, but I'm sure that we can make this happen, all right? Negative 5 over 4, 1 over, right, the square root of 25 over 4 is 5 over 4. So now, sorry, 5 over 2. There we go, 5 over 2. And then we have the square root of 1 minus w squared dw. So then from here, we have, if I multiply by the reciprocal, right, minus 5 over 4 times 2 over 5, integral of 1 over the square root of 1 minus w squared dw. And then negative 5 over 4 times 2 over 5 is negative 1 over 2. And then the integral of 1 over the square root of 1 minus w squared dw is just the arc sine of w. So then, well, all right, I did run out of room, but remember this first part way back here was negative square root of 6 minus x squared. And then we had minus 1/2 arc sine of w, but w was this 2x plus 1 over 5. And then once I get done, I was going to write the plus c in here, but plus c. All right, so there you go. So this is this problem here with just I guess, a simple u substitution and a simple w substitution, but nowhere did I need to complete the square. I just had to pick the correct u and the correct w. Although again, it did require a little bit of fancy work of splitting this numerator up like this to begin with, so that I wouldn't have to deal with just this x in the numerator. All right, I ended up having a 2x plus 1 in the numerator over here and a 1 in the numerator over here. And I knew that eventually with the correct u substitution that I would be able to evaluate this integral without completing the square. So there you go. I am going to, here, let's save this for us. All right, so we have this saved is an image, and I'll use that later on as well. But that is it. So let's stop the recording here.